The meaning of Christmas and the gift of sacrifice. Whatever Christmas means to you, most people would agree that the central message is about giving and good cheer, a time of generosity in spirit towards loved ones and fellow humans. But what does giving and good cheer towards others really entail? For many, this time of year brings with it stress, anxiety, and loneliness. A friend of ours, who is a librarian in Vermont, says there are more lost and lonely people shooting up drugs than ever in the library. Many have to be taken to hospital. So clearly, the Christmas message is complicated and not well understood. If we take Christ as a symbol of love and sacrifice, how does this translate into your life? It is not hard to understand why this time of enforced cheer brings up the most troublesome part of human relations. Someone once said that if you want to know how enlightened you are, spend Christmas with your family. Why is this? The reason is no mystery from a non-dual perspective. Ignorance of our true nature, awareness, is behind all suffering and dysfunctionality, as well as ignorance of what makes up our conditioning, the negative and binding tendencies we all have that cause us so much suffering. We can put a band-aid on them a lot of the time, but there is nothing quite like spending time with the family with whom we share a life narrative to trigger the worst in us, especially at a time that is supposed to be so happy, as is the loneliness of not having anyone with whom to share this time of supposed familiar love and connection. As awareness, our true nature is love. We are the source of joy. We do not need to receive it from anyone, and we give it without any effort. It does not depend on any special day. So our message for Christmas is to understand and embrace the gift of sacrifice. Most of us ascribe negative connotations to sacrifice, as in giving up things we cherish, but we propose it as an act of love. That sacrifice instead should mean sacrificing all negative thoughts and habits, to take a stand in your true nature as awareness, the ever-present and unchanging love you are, and to practice the opposite thought. And the litmus test is not to practice this just between Christmas and New Year, but between New Year and Christmas. Therein lies the rub. To commit yourself to a life lived differently, free of the person and their narrative, all year, every year.
Amen.
Amen. And happy Christmas
And
to
Merry
all from
Christmas.
us. Love from us.
Love from us. Love from Shining World.